So we're doing grocery shopping because we're gonna cook seafood broth. It's cheaper. So we have onions, carrots, corn, seaweed. I don't know if I want seaweed. It's kind of expensive. But let's see. There's bay leaf, but there's no basil. Ito basil. Okay, so now that we did our grocery shopping, we will start on cooking our seafood boil as per request of the Baba. So yeah, let me just put out all the groceries, okay? We're washing everything first. Mga things that you're using, like pans, and also strainers. Kasi para later, dire-diretso na lang. I'll start by washing all the seafood because madumi po sila. When you buy seafood, you wash them. Actually, even with meat, you wash them. Para hindi madumi. Wash lang, like... Look how big it is. And next we wash the tahong or the mussels. So remove all. Uy! Malaga! We're gonna slice the potatoes first. Honestly, seafood boil is very, very easy. Just put everything together. It's a matter of doing the sauce. Like if you have like a special type of mix, everything goes well. Now you chop this one so that it's easier for you to eat it later. It's harder lang, pero yeah, and then just dump it. Now you put everything. Now we're adding a bit of salt so that your potatoes have taste already. Now we're gonna do is we're gonna chop the garlic, ginger, the onion, and as well as tomatoes. So for the ginger, you just slice it. I prefer not to slice it very, very small, just so that if you have people that don't like ginger that much, they could remove it while they're eating. It's easier for them to remove it. Then for the garlic, you just slap it. Then that's it. Remove the skin. I like having like super garlicky food. I don't know, it just makes it taste different. Now you slice your tomatoes or tomatoes. For mga 1, 2, and then in the middle. So it's not too small. Okay, then for the onion, you just slice it. So remove the skin first. That's it. And now you put oil. So what I do first is I always start with our onions. So next, you dump everything. Ginger, garlic, mix it together. Dump everything together. Now that that's cooking, you dump your shells first. So now that you have placed your shells, you get your pineapple juice. Dump everything. So this is how it'll look like. And then we cover it first. Okay? Now that everything is cooking and boiling, hence why it's called seafood boil, we cut your Hungarian sausages. I want it like smaller so that when it gets fat in the boil, it's easier to eat. Basically like this. Oh, sorry. Yan, parang like that. So as you can see, it's pre-boiling. So we're pre-boiling the corn and the, what do I call this? Potatoes, because we want it a bit softer already when you put it inside the seafood boil. So this is it. We're waiting for it to actually boil, and then we're gonna put the shrimp and then put Sprite. So now you can see it's actually boiling already. You can mix it a bit, just a bit, and then ay, sakit. Masakit din. After that, we're adding Sprite. Hear that sizzle? So we'll add more later because when it comes to seafood, there's actually water inside it. So if you boil it, it keeps on excreting a lot of water. So now we just mix it a bit so that the shrimp goes down. Then again, we cover it. So one thing I'm very guilty with when I'm cooking is that I don't know how to measure for one serving. So look, it looks like I'm cooking for a barangay. See, it looks like a barangay. So, because it can't fit here, I will transfer some on this pot. That we have separated the seafood boil into two, we're gonna put our sausages. Then mix, mix, mix. Yeah, then cover it for a bit. So now we're just waiting for it to boil and then, simmer a bit. And then we're adding the tomato sauce and also all the spices. And then while it's simmering, we add tomato paste. So I'll cut it in half just because we're doing two seafood boils apparently. Then we're adding a bit of patis. Also, we're adding our butter. In half also. Sorry, it's fatting, but that's the way to go. Okay, so now we're adding the tomato sauce. So you see, it's boiling. We're just adding one packet and then dividing it into two. Then we're also adding white pepper, garlic powder. Oh, grabe. Then black pepper. Then we mix it again. Mix. So we're also adding basil, a bit lang, to have that kick. And then cayenne pepper. Then we mix. Cover it again for a bit. Let it boil or simmer. And then we're gonna slice our lemon. So one each. So roll your lemon first so that all the juices are out. Wow. Squeeze. Then you can dunk the shell inside. Squeeze. Do the same thing sa kabila. The other side. So that's the idea of a seafood boil. That's the reason why it's called a seafood boil, because you keep on boiling it. It's so good. Yummy.